Okay, back with a new one here. Um, this actually might be something new, um, perhaps never seen before um, in this kind of a format. Hopefully that shows up in the background there, where I didn't want to do that in a different color, because I did want it to distinguish that from the other stuff. Well, in the background here, you'll see what is referred to as the flower of life, as it is sometimes called, where it's the 19 circles. And I did them so that they would have an 8-unit diameter, which is 2 inches. And the circle that fits exactly around the flower of life is right there, and that would be a 24 diameter circle, which would, circle the flower of life perfectly. And then, during my experiments here, I drew a 26 diameter circle around the other circle and around the flower of life. So, it extended one diameter further. So that it's a 26 diameter circle. And, I was just seeing, well, let's see if there's something interesting here. And I scribed 14 points on the 26 diameter circle. And then I started to see if anything would line up with the flower of life. And what I found is obviously you will have established your 4 kind of cardinal points from the north point of the 26 diameter circle. If you draw a line straight through the center of this one and extend it to the other side onto the perimeter of the 26 diameter circle, it lines up with one of those 14 points perfectly. So, one through there to there, one through the middle of that circle to there, lines up with those 2 points of the 14 on the 26 diameter perfectly. And same from the other direction, from the south, straight through the center of that one, up to there, hits one of those points perfectly. And straight through that one, over there, lines up with one of those 14 points perfectly. And also, I found a couple of interesting things on the sides here, where, if you take your compass and you go from that point, one of the 14 points, to that one, and draw a circle, with that being your center, describe it that way, and it goes through that circle right in the middle perfectly. Same thing with this one. It goes through the middle of that circle perfectly. Same for the other side. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. And then, I just to see what happens, I drew the circles full out. Gave me a kind of a Vesica Piscis. on either side. Obviously, the diameter of those circles are bigger than that one. And let's go to this side. And right where the two circles meet, right at the, from the outside point right to the northern point, and from that point to the outside where those two circles meet, I found a perfect 108-degree angle. And so I completed the, that's why this is actually difficult to film, because I had to join to a few pieces of graph paper to get this all, to get the entire pentagons in here. But there you can see there's that pentagon, and there's the other one. So some very interesting stuff going on, yeah? The a flower of life has some very interesting, matchups with the 14 points on the 26 diameter circle, and because every point is used on that circle, every point touches or goes through the middle of one of the circles within the flower of life. That one, 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 that one. All 14 points are used, and they all they make contact perfectly through the middle of one of the circles. Two on this side, two on that side, and of course those four there. And then of course I find a perfect 108-degree angle there as well. So I drew out the rest of the two pentagons. And another interesting thing is the measurement to one of the sides here of the pentagon, from that point to that point, and obviously all the sides, because they're the exact same measurement, are exactly 5.5 inches. And there was another interesting thing here. If you have, pretend you have a line straight in the middle here, and you measure from there to there, right in the middle of where that circle was, that angle from the middle straight into there, that angle in there is exactly 22 degrees. So from there to there would be 44 degrees. And same with the other side. I mean, yeah, it would have really been something if I found 47 degrees in there. But I thought that's very interesting too, where there's a 22 in there, and a 44. And so just some very interesting stuff. How the two pentagons, the 14 points, and the flower of life, how they all connected in this very kind of I don't know, a synchronistic way or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think this might be the first time where something like this has been shown to work this way. Very interesting. And there was one more thing from my previous video that I wanted to talk about. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, yeah, back to this one, just briefly. I found a couple more things. The top part of this triangle, the sides are exactly 3 inches, which of course that compass width and measurement gives you 60 degrees on a protractor. And if you'll recall, I was talking about that one there, the 7 points, 26 diameter circle. Gives you it's a 56 degree compass width. That one there. I happened to find that right here. That measurement is also found in here. You know, it's one of these 14 points, and where that line that went straight through the top intersects with the 22 diameter circle, right from that point to that point. And, that was it for that one. Yeah, just some very interesting kind of geometry here. So you've got the the number 5, 6, and 7, the pentagons, and the 14 points. Of course, they belong to the family of 7, and the flower of life all has to do with the 6, the family of 6, and they all kind of work in a kind of a symmetry, for a lack of a better way of explaining that. From other geometry that I've studied, as far as I know, the way it was proved through forms and such is that everything starts from the 7. And if I remember correctly, it goes from the 7, and then it goes to the 5, and then it goes to the 6. So maybe that has the same kind of correlation here, although this doesn't exactly prove that. But what it does prove is that they all have a very geometrical correlation, where they align themselves with each other. So I think that's it for this one, and I just wanted to share that. I think that's really interesting, and I don't think it's ever been seen this way in this format.